All eyes on Nashville following that terrible school shooting that killed 3 children and several staff members. We are just also heartbroken here. This is a uniquely American problem.
It is, and we're starting to learn a lot more about this Covenant school shooting, where it happened in Tennessee. This is the site of these tragic developments, and you're watching this play out, something we've seen happen all too often in our country. We're also learning that police are calling this a targeted attack.
Yeah, the images coming out of there are just so disturbing, and we've learned the father of one of the victims, the senior pastor of Covenant Church there, lost his 9-year-old daughter, Hallie. Let's go to ABC's Eva Pilgrim in Nashville with the latest on all of this. Hello, Eva.
Good morning, guys. This school is a small church school, about 200 students, pre-K through 6th grade. The doors to the school were actually locked, but the shooter was able to fire their way into the school. And I have to warn you, some of the images you're going to see this morning are incredibly disturbing. Overnight, the Metro Nashville Police Department releasing surveillance video showing the moments the driver of a car shot their way into this private Christian school. Once inside, killing 3 young children and 3 staff members in what police are calling a targeted attack. Now, those first 911 calls coming in at 10:13 a.m. Authorities identifying the shooter as a 28-year-old female, Audrey Hale, saying the shooter identified as transgender. Now, in the surveillance video, you can see the shooter driving up to Covenant Presbyterian School just before 10 a.m., shooting out the glass in those side doors. And then the video also shows the shooter walking the halls. Authorities say the shooter was armed with guns, 2 assault-style rifles, and a handgun, 2 of which were obtained legally and locally. 3 students killed, all just 9 years old. Evelyn Dickhouse, William Kinney, Haley Scruggs, as you mentioned, the daughter of the church's pastor, as well as 3 school staff also killed. 61-year-old substitute teacher Cynthia Peak, 61-year-old custodian Mike Hill, who was said to love his job and viewed coworkers and school kids as his family, and the head of the school, 60-year-old Catherine Kuntz, described by loved ones as a remarkable woman with a bright spirit. We are joined now by Director Swan from the Nashville Fire Department. When you pull up to a place like this, which is a school, these are little kids, young kids, the victim's 9 years old. How does that change how you interact, how you respond?
Being in this field for 28 years, I will tell you, there's nothing more gut-wrenching than responding to a child. Nothing. That moment changes everything for you because we all can relate to the innocence of it. So again, yesterday, we really want to focus on, now that that scene is over, again, our prayers go out to those families, and then also making sure that our responders are taken care of, and mental health, and just trying to make sure that the healing process begins. But it's just a scene and something that we never want to do, but it's a nature of our job, and unfortunately, in this day and time, it's more frequently than we want it.
What do you say to those parents, because there's parents all across America watching, who this is their greatest nightmare, and we keep seeing it happening? How do you prepare your kids? How do you have a conversation with them about what do you do in this situation?
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that, and this is just a fact in a reality. We no different than we try to teach our kids about stop, drop, and roll, and what to do if you catch on fire, or home safety. So I think training and preparing is always essential, because yesterday that training paid off, and I'm sure as this story develops, there's going to be a lot of great heroic stories from within that tragedy that will come out. But it's just, right now, I think what is needed is just reflection on your own life, and then just the thoughts that goes out to the family members of the kids and the adults that lost their life. Senseless shooting.
Senseless. Director Swan, we appreciate you coming on and talking to us, and uncomfortable conversations and thoughts so many parents across America are having, and parents will have to have those discussions with their children. Guys.
Absolutely. And Eva, you and I were texting earlier, and I know how difficult this story is to cover with you being a new mom. Thank you for doing it with such care. ABC's Eva Pilgrim and Nashville Fire Chief William Swan. Thank you both.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.